Greetings and welcome back, blade fans, blade aficionados, blade lovers everywhere to OG Blade Reviews on YouTube. That is I, and that's what you're tuned into. We're looking at this today from the fine folks at Kansept, who sent this to me for consideration and review. So there you have it. And this is the Fermi. Is that named after Louis Fermi? Is it Fermi, the famous Italian inventor? Not sure, but it's the Fermi, and it is by Burchtree Designs. Now, I put this up on Instagram. Some other folks mentioned some other designs by Burchtree, but I'm not even familiar with the designer. Shame on me. I'm familiar with a few hundred others, but it must be new, and I guess I'm out of the loop. But let's see what's inside the magic flapped pouch from Kansept Knives. There is the Fermi. And we've got a shred carbon fiber, beautifully smooth, even with the titanium insert. We have really fantastic stainless Damascus, and yes, it is Damascus and not just an etching. I have conversed with the folks at Kansept about that topic, and they got right back to me and said it is about the same as Damas steel, but not under that name and not with those exact materials. So I believe we're dealing with 10 CR here and 440. Is what I'm told. And before you poo-hoo that, you know, the very well-known gentleman who created MagnaCut has mentioned on several different posts and interviews that the most important thing is not the hardness or even the composition of steel, but edge geometry and how well it's sharpened. How about that? Who would have figured? Because I wasn't really paying much attention back when I was in the Boy Scouts as to what steel they made the Boy Scout knives out of. And we were driving them into the ground playing mumbly peg, if you know what that is. So, and hey, you know, they still cut. Maybe not perfect edges, but they cut. Rant is over. So we have the Damascus that Kansept is known for, very ornate. There are other versions without Damascus. They have them in 20CV and in a few different handle colors, and I'll make sure you have the links to a Kansept and possibly even to White Mountain, where you can get 10% off by using my discount code OG-Blade. All right, so it is a internal or hidden liner lock. There is your liner. That's where it's attached. And there is no weight relieving on the inside, possibly because we have the inserts of carbon fiber, which have removed some of the titanium in order to do that. We have a knife that's a little over 3 inches, and I'll give you all the salient specs in just a moment as we measure it up. Hand filling, fairly simple profile, with a very slight, almost straight, but slightly arched back. Little groove out there. Titanium clip, and not transferable as with most titanium clips, but not with all. Got a very pronounced sharpening choil. It's certainly not a finger choil, and we've got a really interesting recurve and almost a Tonto looking blade, but without the secondary grind, without the compound grind. And a really nicely cut swedge that turns it into kind of a recurve clip, if you want to call it that. There is Burchtree's logo. You can barely see it because of the Damascus. And there is Kansept's logo. It's a thumb stud opener, and only a thumb stud opener. And it opens quite snappily with that thumb stud. breaks nicely, smooth drop. And yeah, you could thumb it out if you had to. Slow roll it like that. But easier for me, at least, to flick it out with the thumb stud. I'll be showing you a compare. Gurgly voice. Must be what I ate. I'll be showing you a compare with a few other Kansept knives from different designers in just a moment. Meanwhile, we have, what are we going to call that? 7.3 overall. Not a big knife, kind of on the small middle side. And they're calling it a 311-inch blade, so I'll stick with that. And just under a 3 sharpened inches. Looking for the caliper here. Millimeters, so let's go straight to the blade. It's fairly thick, fairly thick. 3.3. So in inches, 0.13. Handle thickness, 0.4. Oh, I was going to say 0.49. What does it want to be? Half an inch, 0.50. Scale. And the weight is in ounces. 4.9, we'll call that. Almost 5 ounces. So for the size of the knife, perhaps a little heavier. It feels chonky. I mean, feel the weight in your hand there. Balance-wise, not too bad. Almost exactly in the finger groove right there. So balance is nice. No jimping, just a smooth ramp for your thumb right there. I got a teeny bit left over in my medium-large hand. Yeah, left hand's actually a little larger than the right. Right's undergone some surgical procedures. So what have we got with this Fermi in Stainless Damascus by Kansept? Let's put it up against the Hinterland, a design by none other than Morgan Cohen's of Cohen's Craft in Canada. It is significantly larger by about an inch at least overall on the Hinterland. One of my favorite knives from Kansept, by the way. 8 1/4 on that one. So a good deal longer overall with a bit longer blade. Really nice copper infused carbon fiber. And the extremely well-known series of knives designed by Dirk Pinkerton. And this is the Main Street, full-size Main Street. This particular version is in kind of a, it's not Ultim, it's kind of a dark acrylic, kind of a yellowed acrylic. And that's got the blackened blade on there. This one is a bar lock style, and they did this in 154 cm. The Hinterland is in what? Gotta bring it closer to me. Sorry, pulled it out of the picture. That is S35VN. 154 cm, S35VN. Some good steels, some good cutlery steels. There you go. Reviews on both of these knives, by the way, going back just a ways, maybe a few months ago. Certainly in 2024, and we're coming into the end of 2024 here. Flicker open one more time, and let's see if I can find a scrap of paper over here without making the world fall down around me. The world's falling down around us these days. You know, it's getting stressful out there. Don't know who to believe, what to believe. Hey, believe in yourself, dudes. What do we got? We got some sharpness. Yeah, not bad. How about out here? Yep. I mean, it's got an edge for sure. And difficult to get a smooth cut on that reverse curve. I just did it. Nice point. It's acceptable, I would say. Have there been sharper knives on the table? Absolutely, there have. But I thank again Burchtree Designs for designing it. Lovely knife, and I'm told you should look into some other birch trees. Apparently, he's making his own as well. It's as much as I know. But check into some other of his designs, of course, as well as many other Kansept designs. They got a design for everybody. And Tenable, I'm going to be doing a few more of those reviews coming up soon. Tenable being the budget line of this company, also makes some fine knives. Around 200, I believe, for this. So not cheap, and you can always get discounts. Check both Kansept's website as well as White Mountain. And again, discount code for me at White Mountain is OG-Blade. Well, right now you're going to see my logo. If you click on it and you're not subscribed, it will bring you to a link to subscribe, and I hope you do, as you will be directed to and notified of new drops as they come up on my channel. Be well, take care, stay safe, take care now.